us with our first video, we'll go from there.
Good evening. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be with you this evening as I would like to. However, I would like to offer my sincerest congratulations to the special senior class of 2021. This honors event tonight is really the culmination of your hard work, talent, and the investment from those around you. My sincerest desire for each of you is that you will take that investment along with the experiences and leadership you gained from Somerset High School and make the world around you a better place as you go forward. Parents, guardians, friends, and family, we thank you for allowing us to be a part of your students' journey. And now, without further ado, let us pay recognition and honor to the class of 2021 with great accomplishments that you have earned. Thank you.
Okay, I want to thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Amy Walters. I'm one of the counselors here. I am the counselor for this senior group, and so I have enjoyed them the past 4 years. And I know you all know it goes by fast for me, so I know it goes by fast for you all too. And we are glad that you all are here to share in their accomplishments, as Mr. Wesley said. Just kind of some logistics as we go through. We do have our presenters are in the back. Presenters, if you all want to use the ramp to come down to the stage, we'll kind of follow that order of presentations so you all can start and kind of be ready, so we'll kind of flow through. If anybody wants to take pictures once you receive your award, over here on the side will be fine. And then also when we're finished, the whole area outside, if you didn't get your picture made before, all that will be set up, so you're welcome to stay. If there's any refreshments left, I'm not sure, but the picture booth outside is totally open to anybody who wants to use that once we're finished. So we will go ahead and start with our college awards, and we're going to start with Georgetown College.
From Georgetown College, here to represent some really great students. This year we have 4 amazing students coming to Georgetown from Somerset. So if you guys want to come up as I read your name. So first off, we have Kennedy Boots, who is going to be coming on a 2-week scholarship. Kennedy is also admitted into our pretty prestigious Health Scholars and Christian Scholars program. Next up, we have Allison Coffey. Allison will be coming on a softball scholarship, but was also admitted into our pre-law program. Next up, we have Andrew Johnson. Part of our football program next year, so we're excited about that. And then last but not least, we have Madison Rubel. Madison was admitted to our Science Honors program, our Christian Scholars program, and we are proud to say that she is the alumni legacy from her family as well.
Good evening, my name is Madison Bryant and I'm an admissions counselor and alumna at Lindsey Wilson College. It is my pleasure to be with you all this evening to present scholarship awards on behalf of our president, Dr. William T. Lickey Jr., our board of trustees, and our faculty and staff. Tonight, I will be presenting to 3 students whose scholarships collectively value more than $200,000 over 4 years. Academic Achievement Scholarships and Lindsey Wilson Grants are awarded to students based on high school GPA and ACT. Athletic scholarships are awarded to students based on their athletic talents and abilities. So without further ado, please join me as we recognize Lindsey Wilson Scholarship recipients from Somerset High School. First, receiving the John B. Gordon Academic Achievement Scholarship, the Lindsey Wilson Grant, and the athletic scholarships to our women's basketball and track team, Miss Madison Garland. Receiving the John B. Gordon Academic Achievement Scholarship and an athletic scholarship to our softball program, which is currently ranked 5th and in postseason play, Miss Emma Hawk. And receiving the AP White Academic Achievement Scholarship, Miss Breezy Turner. Not only have these students been a pleasure to work with this year, but I am certain that they will both be assets to the Lindsey Wilson family. To the faculty, staff, and administrators of Somerset High School, thank you for all that you do in your continued partnership with Lindsey Wilson College. And to the class of 2021, congratulations and good luck.
Good evening. My name is Melissa Shamora, and I am the recruitment coordinator at Somerset Community College. And on behalf of Dr. Carrie Castle, our president of Somerset Community College, and the faculty and staff of SCC family, let me begin by congratulating each and every one of you on a job well done. Graduation is an incredible milestone. You should be very proud of the progress you've made and the benefits that you will reap from your hard work. The first student has been selected to receive the KCTCS Commonwealth Scholarship. Students selected for this award are entitled to a 12 credit hour scholarship. Students nominated have demonstrated academic excellence based on academic merit. Please congratulate Cole Lawhorn. The following student has been chosen to receive the J.C. Good Memorial Scholarship. This 6 credit hour award was established by SCC by the First Christian Church of Somerset in memory of J.C. Good, prominent Somerset businessman in the early 1900s. This scholarship provides an opportunity for students in Casey, Pulaski, and McCreary counties who are enrolled in a high-wage, high-demand program. Please join me in congratulating Kimber Strunk. The following student has been selected to receive the Maddie Helen Elliott Scholarship. This 12 credit hour award was established due to the generosity of Somerset native Maddie Helen Elliott and awards deserving students attending Somerset Community College. Please give a round of applause for Charity Nickel. This final student has been selected to receive the Clellan Pruitt Memorial Scholarship. This 6 credit hour award was established in 2007 through the generosity of Mr. and Mrs. Pruitt. After their passing, it was found that they had left a large portion of their estate to Somerset Community College for the purpose of assisting deserving students throughout their college careers. Please congratulate Alondra Alvarez Rosales. I would like to acknowledge the accomplishments of these graduates and wish them the very best in all of their academic endeavors. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Mernithal. I am an admissions counselor from Western Kentucky University, and I have 8 academic merit scholarships to present to you all tonight. So first is for Addison Elizabeth BOE. Next we have Ellie Janelle Browning. Shelby Nicole Harmon. Kaylin Lee Henderson. Landon New. Martha Santiago. Madison Dawn Stumball. And finally, Zoe A. Thompson.
Mr. Rubel told me anybody who wants to see this from home, you guys have relatives or friends, it's on Somerset's YouTube channel. I think that's Somerset BOE. Jason, if you're out there, so if you all want to text on, if anybody wants to check it out from home. The following students received academic scholarships. From Bellarmine University, Cannon Tucker. Eastern Kentucky University, Michelle Alcantara. Dylan Blankenship. Faith French. Mackenzie Helton. Dylan Jasper. Keith Jasper. Catalina Lopez. Logan Maynard. Haley Melvin. William Hughes. William Smith. Abigail Upchurch. Timothy Clay Vanderploeg. And Gracie York. And we have a representative from Midway
Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrew Pendleton. I'm an admissions counselor at Midway University. I'm excited to present 5 students with academic scholarships to Midway. First, we have Cameron Acey. He's receiving the Provost Scholarship at Midway University. Cameron will also be joining our men's baseball team on scholarship as well. Next up, we have Jared Baston, who couldn't be with us tonight, but Jared is going to be receiving the Presidential Scholarship as well as a men's soccer scholarship. Next up, we have Dylan Burton. Dylan is going to be receiving a Provost Scholarship and joining the men's baseball team on scholarship as well. Next, we have Jacob Stevens. He's also receiving the Presidential Academic Scholarship. And he is signed with our men's golf team on scholarship as well. Last but not least, we have Poncho Zaragoza. And also signing with our men's baseball team. Congratulations and welcome to the family.
All right, from Murray State University, Cole Blakeman. Northern Kentucky University, Ethan Bradley. And Adria Pointer. University of the Cumberlands, Joseph Crabtree. University of Kentucky, Colton Carell. Mid-Dave. Matthew Gosser. Lexi Herndon. Molly Lloyd. Caden Maynard. And Allie Todd. University of Louisville, Kiana Newell. Paige Tyson. For the University of Notre Dame, Kendall Burgess. University of South Carolina, Max Hoyer. University of Virginia, Alan Hale. Virginia Wesleyan University, Baton Honors College, Hank MacArthur. University of Georgia, Anna Marie Gulak. I believe we have a representative from the United States Armed Services with us, Noah Ford.
Good evening. I'm MA 14 with the United States Navy. I'm out of Lexington. I'm here to represent, of course, for the Navy, but two young gentlemen that have gone from this school. I'd like to thank them for their dedication to serve this fine country. But if I could, first of all, have Logan Wesley. Pass out a little bit of money here. And Eric Randolph. In about a month or so, they're going to be heading up and have a little fun boot camp. You might need haircut.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, graduating seniors, 2021 class Somerset High, and faculty. My name is Keith Bridges. I'm the founder of Working to Remember, a nonprofit organization dedicated to honoring their memory and remembering the sacrifice of our nation's fallen service members. On behalf of CrossFit Provision, Veteran Woodco, Working to Remember, it is our distinct and humble honor to present the first annual Air Force Staff Sergeant Griffin Travis L. Memorial Scholarship. Travis gave his last full measure for our nation, and for that, I stand before you affirming that R2R, our sponsors, partners, private contributors, and the entire R2R team will never forget the sacrifice that Staff Sergeant Griffin and his family have made and continue to make on our behalf. Travis's sacrifice will never be lost upon us, never forgotten. I'm joined here on stage by Travis's mother, Miss Christina, his father in the back, Mr. Don, his son Elijah, and Elijah's mom, Kristen. This year's recipient of the first annual Air Force Staff Sergeant Travis Griffin Memorial Scholarship is
goes to his son, Elijah Lee Griffin.
Congratulations again. We're going to start the Memorial Community Awards. Brandy Thomas will present.
me feel invisible to the world. It causes people not to see my face, and I want to be seen. It's been a really hard year. Every one of our lives has changed. Our health and the health of our friends and family has been affected. We've lost people and jobs and normalcy. At Quest Counseling, our focus every day is on mental health. We want everyone to treat their minds with the same kindness that they treat their bodies. Your anxiety, your depression, your trauma does not make you weak or abnormal, it just makes you human. As a society, that has never been more obvious than in the past year, as we have navigated countless new realities. For our scholarship essay this year, we asked seniors to explain how COVID-19 has affected the mental health of teenagers. And I can tell you that even in an office full of mental health professionals, we were struck by the honesty and vulnerability of these teenagers. These young, almost adults who we often think of as resilient and fearless at 17 and 18, as they described isolation, depression, frustration, loneliness, and anxiety. Wearing a mask makes me feel invisible to the world. It causes people not to see my face, and I want to be seen. Keith Jasper wrote that. Keith's a senior here at Somerset. Keith with a $500 scholarship on behalf of Quest Counseling for his essay. There's an irony in Keith's words because most of us wear a mask. We mask our pain and our trauma, our anxiety, our tribulations, and we blend. I hope that in 2021, we all get to take our masks off. I hope that we are honest and that we are seen. Congratulations, Keith.
Good evening, I'm Becky House. I'm with Women's Care of Lake Cumberland. Each year, our parent company, Cumberland Family Medical, solicits scholarship applications from high school students in the area who will be attending college or technical school in the fall, pursuing a career in health care. This year, we received more scholarship applications than ever before, and it was a very toilsome process for this decision. This year, we are honored to present the 2021 scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Ms. Mackenzie Barnett. Congratulations to the class of 2021 and best wishes on behalf of Women's Health Care of Lake Cumberland, Somerset Pediatric and Adolescent Associates, and Cumberland Family Medical Center and Family Dentistry of Somerset.
Good evening. I'm Gretchen Weigel, and I'm making these presentations tonight on behalf of our family. My father, Jerry Weigel, is here, and my brother, Joe Weigel, as well. These scholarships are given in appreciation of the Somerset school system for its part in educating our children and the children of so many others. It is now the 4th year that the Weigel Family Scholarship has been offered, so that next spring we will, in a sense, have our first graduation. The scholarship is renewable each semester upon successful progress and continued enrollment, and thus provides $4,000 over a 4-year period. All of our past recipients are continuing their education journeys. Kelly Wilson at Western Kentucky University, Cameron Reed at Eastern Kentucky University, and Millie Moore at Asbury University. This year, an additional scholarship has been added to be awarded only to a non-traditional student who chooses to pursue a different path. It might be used for aviation mechanics, respiratory therapy, or barber school. It is designed to be flexible and thus tailored to individual needs.
It is our hope that it will be offered and utilized each year. This year, we are pleased to award our more traditional scholarship to Kaylin Henderson, who plans to attend Western Kentucky University. We congratulate her and will support her in every way that we can. And our non-traditional award goes to Michael Garland, who will be doing 2 years We will pray for them and all the past recipients as they work to fulfill their hope in life. Thank you, and our very best wishes to the class of 2021.
I'm going to have to lower the mic. Hello, I'm here to present my son's award. I'm Donna Purdue, the mother of Jonathan Purdue. This is a memorial award. It is based on 3 different things. This award is based on grade point average. It's based on the most important thing is character and citizenship, whereas you live a Christian life. And thirdly, on sports, primarily on football, because the Purdue's bleed purple and gold. My son was a 17-year-old junior, and at 3:05 on a Friday afternoon, he walked out of this building. At 4 o'clock the same day, the coroner pronounced him dead. It was due to a tragic accident. And our family decided to do something to keep Jonathan's memory alive. We talked to the counselors here at school and chose this Jonathan Purdue Memorial Award. This is the 31st year, so something they've never done before is list the past recipients. So I'm quickly going to name all the people that have received this award, because each and every one of them have been great Somerset graduates. Jennifer Cox, Ben Fitzpatrick, Ashley Thompson, Jason Travis, Bart Harris, Jeremy Smith, Dale Hilly, Christy Kerr, Jamie Cook, Shay Chevron, Tasha White, Brooke Wilson, Miranda Ray, Adam Cole, Alan Keck, Neil Tucker, Kyle Stringer, Chad Hidden, John Wright Polk, John Cole, Justin Ellsworth, Jeremy Toohey, Jake Williams, Jordan Jones, Tyler Brummett, Storm Wilson, Matt Jones, John Christopher Purdue, Josh Lake, Andy Butine, Patrick Ellsworth, Zachary Childers, Alex Ham, and last year's winner was Alex Miller. Out of this list of people that I've named, they have gone on in their life to have lots of different careers representing Somerset High School. We have some lawyers in this group. We have college professors. We have a man that works for the CIA. We have physical therapists. We have dentists. We have pharmacists. We have college basketball coaches. We have doctors, a mayor. We have physical therapists. We have deputy sheriffs. We have barbers. We have one young man that's just getting ready or has just graduated, West Point. And this year, there will be dual winners of this award. And so I would like for Kate Grundy and Drew Johnson to come forward. I love football players, you all.
Hello, I'm John Bigelow. This is my husband, Brad. And I'm sure all of you seniors have heard more than you want to hear this past year. It seems like yesterday. True? How many times have your parents said, seems like yesterday, seems like yesterday, seems like yesterday? Well, get used to it, because it's just the parental plight to constantly think back about all the memories that are created. Seems like yesterday. Seems like yesterday that my daughter, Brittany Bigelow, came breezing in on the night of Seniors Honor Night as a 9th grader, and she'd been home a while when she said, oh yeah, Mom, we're supposed to go to Honors Night tonight. But you're not a senior. I don't know, they just told me I was supposed to be there. And so probably with an hour to get ready, we showed up to this auditorium, clueless as the parents that we typically were, not really being entrenched in the traditions of Somerset High School like many of you are. And we sat there and I couldn't figure out why in the world we were there until they presented her with the Freshman Female Athlete of the Year award. And we were thrilled. Because as parents, we knew that she was spectacular. But what parent doesn't think that about their child? Later that service or ceremony, they presented some character awards, and I leaned over to her and I said, maybe when you're a senior, you'll get one of those too. And she looked at me and went, fat chance. And I said, why? And she said, because to get the character award, you have to be nice to everybody, and I'm just too competitive, Mom. So if you knew my Brinley, you knew that true awards were never spoken. And yet, over the years, she learned how to rein in that competitiveness and the true athleticism that she possessed in anything that she tackled, along with respect for those she played for and with and against. And somewhere along the way, people fell in love with her. They maybe couldn't stand her on the field or the court, but off the field or court, they couldn't help but love her for the way that she loved them. And that was never more evident than when we had the celebration of life last February of 2020. And former players and coaches and referees and umpires and teachers and friends and parents of friends all came out to share with us how much they loved our girl. It seems like yesterday I was at Nice Middle School when I had no real clue about the history of some of the storied players for Somerset High School and Nice. And there was a mom that showed up on one of those honors nights to present the Jonathan Purdue Award. And I heard of her story. And I've heard so many of my peers tell me about her son and how well loved he was. And I thought how horrible to have to be in that situation. But we never know what the future holds. And so I stand in the club that no one wants to be a part of with Donna Purdue, with a heart like she has had to carry on the name of her son so that he will never be forgotten. And I feel the same way about my Bradley. And maybe after 31 years I won't cry, Donna. But this is very, very fresh. And so we have put a lot of thought into this, and we are honored to be here to support those of you that have worked so hard. But we only had to pick one. And so I'm going to let my husband pick up from here, because he probably won't cry.
So when we first decided to try to do something for Brimley, we first started talking about basketball and softball, and then soccer kind of led into it. And then, well, she's really artistic and everything like that, so there really wasn't anything that she couldn't do, or do it well. So she just had that, I'm going to give it 110% on whatever I did, and I'll figure out if I don't know how to do it, I'll figure it out and I'll do it well. So we decided to open this award up to the young lady that best exemplifies the spirit of Somerset and just does everything super well. And this lady, I've watched her all this season in the papers and everything like that, and she's just done very well. So this first year, Brimley Bigelow Excellence Award is given to Kendall Burgess.
Good evening. The families of Scarlett Parsley Hooker and Jonathan Hooker want to congratulate Somerset High School graduating seniors. And we want to thank you for allowing us to present these cheerleading and baseball memorial awards in memory of my sister Scarlett and her husband Jonathan. There have been many honors for Scarlett and Jonathan since they perished with 47 others on Flight 5191. The University of Kentucky Graduate School for Speech Pathology presents an annual award to the graduating student who best exemplifies Scarlett's traits of gracious, quiet, focused achievement. There is a plaque hanging in tribute for Jonathan, naming one of the bullpens the Hook at the University of Kentucky baseball field. These memorial scholarships recognize two students who best demonstrate Scarlett and John's traits of scholarship, leadership, and character. But the most important part of the tributes for us is that they all focus on the legacy of their character. Helen Douglas once wrote, "Character isn't inherited. One builds it daily by the way one thinks and acts, thought by thought, action by action. Jonathan excelled as an athlete. His hard work and love for the game of baseball inspired him to succeed for 4 years at the University of Kentucky before he went on to play professionally. He was a dedicated teammate and a true friend to all who knew him. Scarlett's graciousness, her spirit, her character are what she is most remembered for. I believe that she would want me to tell you that scholarship and leadership are important, but it is how you make others feel about themselves that is the real measure of your personality. It is my honor to present the Scarlett Parsley Hooker and Jonathan Hooker Memorial Awards to Molly Caroline Lloyd and Kay Jennings Crane.
Good evening. My name is Johnny Winterland, and I'm with South Kentucky RECC. First, on behalf of South Kentucky RECC, we would like to congratulate all of the graduates of the class of 2021. This year, South Kentucky RECC is presenting 8 $1,000 scholarships to students in our service territory. On behalf of the board, the management team, and the employees, it is my pleasure to present Caden Maynard with a $1,000 scholarship from South Kentucky RECC for Congratulations, Caden.
William Shear was a leader in activities he was committed to. In high school, he was a point guard in basketball, and although he was a giant when it came to sharing his faith. You didn't meet William without knowing that Jesus loved him. He once stood before the football team when he was in high school and told them he was going to heaven, and he wanted them to all go with him. William also had a competitive desire that not many could match. This was displayed as an athlete and later as a coach. He hated to lose more than anyone I know. After graduation, he continued to invest his life in the youth of the community. He coached volleyball, basketball, and taught science at Wayne County High School. In 2006, William lost his earthly life to colon cancer, but gained his riches in heaven. A memorial scholarship was set up to continue a way for William to support Christian students in the area. Tonight we will be giving a scholarship to a deserving student at Somerset High School. The award will be presented by Jeffrey Shear, William's brother, on behalf of the William Shear Memorial Scholarship Committee and the family of William Shear. It is with great pleasure that I recognize Camden Ryan as the person who displays the characteristics that William held.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. My name is Elaine Wilson. I'm a citizen of Somerset. I'm a member of your board. And it's my pleasure to present 2 scholarships in honor of Mr. Grant P. Wilson, Sr., and Lorraine Clark Wilson. This story begins with Grant Paul Wilson, Jr., who was born to Lorraine Clark Wilson and Grant Paul Wilson, Sr. in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. 1 month after his birth, the Wilson family returned to Somerset, Kentucky, where Mr. Wilson, Sr. taught school at the Monticello schools and then the Somerset Dunbar School. Professor Wilson, as he was called, was also a basketball coach at the Dunbar School. Following a long and distinguished career as math teacher, Mr. Wilson was promoted to principal of the Somerset Dunbar School. When the Somerset City Schools were integrated in 1959, Mr. Wilson Sr. began teaching mathematics at the Somerset High School. Mrs. Lorraine Clark Wilson taught at the Somerset Central Junior High School in the fields of English and social studies. Both Wilsons had studied at Kentucky State College, now known as Kentucky State University. Mr. Wilson also studied at the University of Cincinnati. Mr. Wilson Sr. was one of 9 children of the Wilson family who resided in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. In an effort to rekindle the memories of the thousands of students whose lives were touched by the Wilson couple, the recognition of outstanding students who may not be the primary recipients of most other scholarships was thought to be a nice way to honor them. Although the Wilsons have been deceased for many years, it is very refreshing to know that people, including former students, still remember them. My desire was to keep their memories alive. Today's recipients of the scholarships are Kiana Newell, and Cameron Perkins. Thank you for your attention and congratulations to all the graduates and recipients.
Just want to make sure before I start, we do not have anybody from Spectrum is not here, correct? I want to jump in their spots. Okay, so our next award is the Spectrum High School Scholar. This program is designed to honor, highlight, and celebrate high school students dedicated to academics and their community. This year's recipient is Colton Carell. And the recipient of the Inter-County Electric Scholarship is Cole Blakeman. to a student in each of their 6 districts based on GPA, extracurricular activities, and teacher recommendation, and a brief autobiography. Okay, our next award is from United Cumberland Bank, and the recipient is Haley Melton. Okay, our next award is the Ryan Christopher Harris Perseverance Award. Ryan Harris was a young man who touched many lives. He was well-liked and respected by everyone that knew him. Tragically, he lost his life in a senseless act of violence. To honor his life, the Ryan Harris Memorial Scholarship was established by his mother, Patricia Harris. Ryan exemplified the character trait of perseverance. As a high school senior, he worked diligently every single day to be the best that he could possibly be. He set an example for himself and many of his peers. This award is not intended to recognize one for popularity, athletic prowess, or academic achievements. It is presented to a very special young man who exhibits self-respect and recognizes the dignity of others. He is a good citizen who continues to make earnest efforts to accomplish his goals. He is in academic good standing and makes a sincere, consistent effort to overcome any obstacle. This year's recipient is Mikey Garland. Our next award is the Robert J. Skina Engineering Scholarship. Robert Skina is a successful scientist, entrepreneur, and businessman who founded his company, Raychan Corporation, in 2002 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which became the pioneer of kinetic mesh networks in the United States and the world, and was honored as the Engineering Technology Company of the Year. After speaking through the Regina Correll Leadership Series, Mr. Skina was so impressed with our students and staff and the innovation that he saw in our school district, he wanted to invest in the Somerset High School students. He created a STEM and engineering scholarship for deserving Somerset High School students entering the field of engineering. This year's recipients are Cole Blakeman, Colton Correll, and Logan Mayer. Okay, our next award is the Helen Hughes English Award. Mrs. Hughes graduated from Western High School in Columbus, Ohio in 1935. She was a member of the National Honor Society and a recipient of the Academic Achievement Award her sophomore, junior, and senior years. She graduated from Western College for Women, now a part of Miami of Ohio University in Oxford, in 1939. Mrs. Hughes was married to Paul Hughes and taught English for 20 years at Somerset High School. This award is given in her honor and is made possible by Mr. and Mrs. Edwin Lewis of Louisville. This year's recipients are Madison Rubel and Max Hoyer. Our next award is the Julie Godby Hamilton Spirit Award. This award is given by the SHS class of 1980 in memory of Julie Godby. This award will be presented annually to a student at SHS who has excelled, showing true school spirit as an SHS briar jumper. This year, our recipient is Keith Jasper. Okay, my note to myself is to make the font bigger or bring my glasses up here the next time. Okay, our next award is the James Michael Clark Band Award. This award is also given by SHS class of 1980. It's in memory of Mike Clark. This award is presented annually to a student who has excelled showing music appreciation and has been in band for all 4 years. This year's recipient is Kiana Newell. Okay, our next award is the John Philip Sousa Award. It's given in honor of John Philip Sousa, an American composer and band conductor. The selection is made by the band instructor. This year's recipient is Kaylin Henderson. Okay, next is the All-A Classic Scholarship. This is awarded annually to deserving seniors from Kentucky's small high schools who will be continuing their education at a post-secondary school in Kentucky. This year's recipients are Madison Garland, Logan Maynard, and Abigail Upchurch. Okay, our next award is the Clyde and Marybelle Payne Memorial Scholarship. This is the first year for this award. Clyde and Marybelle Gregory Payne were both lifelong residents of Somerset, Kentucky, and they both graduated from Somerset High School. Clyde in 1940 and Marybelle in 1943. In 1942, Clyde joined the U.S. Navy and served in World War II in the South Pacific as a gunner on a PT boat. After graduation, Marybelle moved to Akron, Ohio, where she worked as a secretary and took secretarial classes at the University of Akron. After World War II, they both returned to Somerset and married in 1949. Marybelle worked for the Farmers Home Administration for 13 years until the birth of her only child in 1962, when she became a full-time mom. When her daughter started school in 1967, Marybelle went to work for the Somerset school system, first as a teacher's aide at Hopkins and then as a bookkeeper at SHS, where she worked until her retirement. After returning from the war, Clyde went to work at M.L. Gover's clothing store as a sales associate. He eventually opened his own business, Clyde's Men's Shop, in downtown Somerset. He later moved to Tradeswind Shopping Center and opened Clyde's Men's and Women's Apparel, which he owned and operated until his retirement. Clyde and Marybelle both passed away in 2017. This scholarship has been established by their daughter and son-in-law, Amy and Michael Maurer. This year's recipient is Haley Melton. Okay, our next award is from AmeriCorps. AmeriCorps is a national service program that engages people of all ages to improve lives and foster civic engagement as they address critical community needs. Tonight's recipient served 300 hours at SHS addressing the problem of food insecurity that affects so many people in our communities. This year's recipient is Keith Jasper. The next award is SHS Alumni, the Women of 69 Scholarship. This is sponsored by the women of the class of 1969. It's based on GPA, attendance, and their application, and a student planning to attend school in Kentucky. This year's recipients are Cole Blakeman and Logan Maynard. Our next award is the EKU AP Teacher's Choice Award. This is to an outstanding AP English student who plans to attend EKU, and this year's recipient is Dylan Jasper. And for the Somerset Education Association is for a child of an SEA member that's attending college in Kentucky. This year's recipients are Allison Coffey and Cannon Tucker. Oh, Blakeman, I think you were outside and I just called your name. I saw you sneaking away. So sorry. Okay, the next award is the Senior Math Award. It is selected by the Math Department and sponsored by Brady Prager. This year's recipients are Madison Rubel and Soda Hayashihara. Next is the Semper Fidelis Outstanding Band Member Award. This year's recipient is Jennifer Jones. Y'all probably noticed on the slideshow, Ms. Baker just told me I have skipped 2 awards. So I'm going to go back, Ms. Bragg, to O'Leary and Marjorie Meese Social Studies Award. This award was established by the Meese family to recognize students with a high aptitude and interest in social studies. The selection is made by the Social Studies Department. This year's recipients are Madison Garland and Jade Ryder. Okay, and the Senior Art Achievement Award is sponsored by Alton Blakely Ford. The selection is made by the Art Department, and it's Josie Watkins. So sorry. I am so worried about glasses. Okay, Senior Commerce Award is selected by the teachers and sponsored by Community Trust Bank. This year's recipient is Will Smith. Okay, the Senior Efficiency Prize is selected by staff and sponsored by Silent Guard. This year's recipient is Max Hoyer. And the recipient of the Family and Consumer Science Award is Michelle Alcantara. The Senior Science Award goes to Alan Hale. The Student Council Leadership Award goes to Trinity Burkett. The National Honor Society Service Award is Cole Lakeman. Okay, and this is the first year that we'll be recognizing our graduates from the Carnegie Academy, and we have 4 recipients. Our first one is Michelle Alcantara. Cole Blakeman. Dylan Blankenship. And Anna Marie Gua.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Polk. And John Stein graduated from Somerset High School in 1978. He also grew up across the street where I live now. John was involved in the life of Somerset High School in playing football, the chess club, theater, the choir, and the folk dancing club. John attended Somerset Community College, Georgetown College, and eventually graduated from the UK's College of Dentistry. John practiced dentistry in Lexington and Stanford. John's fun-loving spirit was a gift to all who knew him. On behalf of the Stein family, we wish to yearly honor John's lovely spirit and his legacy with the John Y. Stein Award. And the students that are receiving the award this year is Jalen Murphy and Keith Jasper.
Now for the athletic awards. First award is the Chuck Kelly Tucker Award. It's given by the class of 1980 in memory of Chuck Tucker. This award is presented annually to a student at SHS who has excelled as a cross-country runner. The winner of this award, Cole Blakeman. The Brenda Brown Outstanding Female Tennis Award. Brenda Brown was a graduate of Somerset High School, ranked #1 in tennis in Kentucky for 3 years. She won many state tournaments in the state of Kentucky, Tennessee, and Ohio, as well as competing in national tournaments. She received the Somerset High School Outstanding Achievement Award in 1967. Tammy Cranfield established this award in honor of her sister. Recipients are selected based on work ethic, attitude, sportsmanship, and improvement. This year's recipient, Charity Nickel. The Kathy Hall Memorial Award is presented to the best senior girl who participated in 1 or more sports for 4 years at SHS. The criteria: good sportsmanship, leadership, dependability, and character. Recipient are chosen by the coaches of the female athletic sports. This award was initiated by the senior class 1976. The winner of this award, Kendall Burgess. The George Dugan Converse Athletic Award is awarded to a senior boy of average scholarship or above who is in one or more major athletic sports, has been regular in practice, shown outstanding qualities of sportsmanship, loyalty, and ability in the game. This year's recipient, Dakota Acey. The Red Roberts Memorial Prize is awarded to a senior boy who over a period of 4 years has made a great individual contribution to the game of football. The recipient must have maintained above average grades, been diligent in training and practice, and exemplified the ideals of character, sportsmanship, and leadership. This year's recipient, selected by the coaches, Tyler Harvey. Bill Adams was a 1971 All-State football player at Somerset High School. He was tragically killed in a car accident several years ago. Many of Bill's classmates have contributed to a scholarship fund in Bill's honor. This year's recipient, Dylan Keith. Jim Williams Award. Jim Williams graduated from Somerset in 1948, was All-State football player, received a football scholarship from the University of Louisville, and held many rushing records while he attended the University of Louisville. He has been inducted into their Hall of Fame. He returned here as a football coach. He was also principal, and as many of you may or may not know, but he was also our mayor. He retired in 1993. The recipient of this year's Jim Williams Award, Drew Johnson and Justin Simmons. William Marshall Clark Award. In memory of Coach Clark, who coached all sports when he was here. He was also Somerset High School's first athletic director. It's presented to the male and female athlete who has earned the most athletic honors or most athletic awards for each year that they lettered in sports. We look at it as a total of their 4 years. The award this year goes to male Kate Grundy, female Madison Gall. This concludes our program. We thank you for sharing the evening with us. Proud to announce Ms. Walters, Mr. Aiken totaled it up $1,645,000 in academic service scholarships. Congratulations, class of 2021 seniors past.